everybody, how's it going? Uh, yeah, I don't know. None of my video cameras are connecting tonight, so I'm working on audio this time. Um, Cameras are just fighting with me tonight. They don't want to work. Um, so this is part of my 2022 catch-up reviews. Just like my Tar review was, and I'll have some more reviews up as well too. I'm trying to play catch up now because I'm so far behind in doing reviews for films. So um, I do apologize, and I apologize if the audio's low. I'm actually talking low right now because doing these kind of late and everybody's sleeping. So we'll go ahead and get into the review. I did watch Morbius finally, um, and amidst all the bad press this movie's been getting, it's been getting a ton of bad press, and uh, I'm going to be very honest with y'all too. I'm not the biggest fan of Jared Leto. Man, what do I say about this dude? I don't want to. I don't want to dog any actor. Okay, I know acting is a really hard job, and I get it. It's very hard. Uh, it's very hard for your movie to exceed expectations or even meet expectations. Especially when you release a superhero film with a pretty reasonable sized budget. But here's my issue with Morbius. This is made by this has a lot of bad things going for it. Even when I saw the trailer, I was not interested in watching this. Um, so things is going bad for it. This is the 1000th and something superhero film, and I'm getting tired of superhero films. I think I mentioned this a lot when I was reviewing Black Adam. I'm getting really tired of superhero film. Um, I'm not looking for. I don't even watch. Sometimes it depends. I won't watch trailers for these movies because they're kind of usually the same. Uh, Another thing is Jared Leto, man. I This guy. I don't know what it is. He can just never be in a good film. He just can't, especially these days. Um, Especially his forays into superhero films. He is not. He's not that guy, and he keeps proving that over and over again. Another thing about this movie too is the trailer looks super underwhelming. When I saw this trailer, you know what this trailer reminded me of, and I guess it shouldn't be any surprise because it's made by the same studio. This reminded me of like a generic Sony superhero film, and that's what it turned out to be. It was a generic Sony superhero film. So this does star. I guess I can give you that last reason. Sure, why not? The last reason I personally have for this movie that made me not like it was, well, I guess it is in the way that it's the studio because I didn't like Venom. Um, I think they're doing a Craven movie or something, Craven the Hunter, and they did like a Venom and Carnage movie that I heard wasn't very good. I didn't care for it because I didn't like Venom. So Venom was really generic, like this movie is. Uh, yeah, this movie is just not very good. Again, this is from the studio that bought you Venom. So, so we don't know. I mean, Jared Leto plays a doctor, Michael Morbius. He's looking for a cure. Um, y'all know the story. Like, don't have to really tell us to y'all. He's looking for a serum, turns into a vampire. He has a friend who wants the same thing he's got, and he becomes a vampire. The friend's gonna become evil. Like, come on, is there anything that um, that is really new at this point? The biggest offender I find is in the misleading marketing. This was so Morbius. If any of you watching this who aren't comic book fans, Morbius is a Spider-Man villain. As you saw in the trailer where it said murderer, you saw Spider-Man there. So when you act, so all this marketing has you leads even the biggest Spider-Man fans to believe that this is going to connect to Spider-Man in some way. But when you actually watch the movie, they make no mention to Spider-Man. There's the part where Morbius is standing over the guy and he's freaked out, and he goes like, "Hey man, who are you?" And he makes the joke, "Hey, I'm Venom." No, I'm just kidding. They cut that line out completely in the movie. That line is not in the movie at all. It's nowhere to be found in the movie. The part where he's walking through the alley and there's that mural of Spider-Man and it has murderer spray paint art tagged over it. That scene's nowhere in the movie. It is so weird. This is a Spider-Man villain, but they did everything in their power to distance this from Spider-Man. Like, this has nothing to do with Spider-Man at all. But he's a Spider-Man villain. And I've always said this about Sony. I think this is their super poor attempt to put together their own super villain. They want to put together their own Marvel Cinematic Universe with villains who are in the Spider-Man universe but have nothing to do with Spider-Man. Like, this is them essentially this is their slick way of putting together the Sinister Six movie that they've been trying to put together for the past 10 years. And I just don't think it works. In order for you to establish this universe, you have to establish a good movie. I think that goes without saying, right? I mean, that's only fair. You have to make a good movie. Venom wasn't very good. I didn't see Venom 2, but Venom 2 wasn't very well received. I don't think this is a very good movie. This is really boring. This is dull. There's moments where they try to make jokes. The jokes aren't funny. The dialogue is really bad. The dialogue in this movie is bad for a '90s superhero film. Try to wrap your brain around that one. The female doctor in here, she's like a love interest for Morpheus, and they don't have any chemistry. There's no bond there. There's no nothing. I know you see Michael Keaton in there because he played the Vulture in Spider-Man. He doesn't show up until like the post-credit scene, and it's the it's the dumbest post-credit scene I've ever seen in my life because it doesn't even make sense. It's like, because the whole time I was thinking, I was like, why would these two even team up? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's like you just threw it in there and it's like, yeah, you're a villain, I'm a villain, let's team up. And it's like, why? That doesn't even make any sense. You guys just met each other like 5 minutes ago. Again, the humor's awful. It's the movie itself is just dull and gray. The villain is probably one of the dumbest villains in history. It's stupid, and it just never leaves stupid territory. It's just stupid. I just, wow, this movie. This definitely doesn't restore my faith in superhero properties. That's for sure. And again, I know this came out last year, but this is the epitome of why DC movies are getting bland, why Marvel films are bland. it doesn't work on any front, and yeah. So I don't know. Like, it really depends if you want to see this film. Um, so yeah, I don't recommend this one at all. I definitely don't recommend Morbius. It's not very good. Um, it's bad. Um, Tyrese is bad in this. Tyrese is kind of forgettable. Um, he doesn't work. He like he tries to play like this serious cop, but he has like no personality. Like I don't like none of the characters in this movie have personality. There's no personality. Like there's nothing. There's no personality to anybody in this movie. So yeah, that's pretty much my review for this one. So for Morbius, Sony's Morbius, uh, it's really bad. This one's bad. This one is really terrible. Um, and I remember this too because this movie is so terrible. Um, it it was in I think for like a week, and then it got pulled from theaters, and they thought for some bizarre reason if they put it back in theater it would make more money, and it didn't. And then Jared Leto tried to sell it as try to get on the Morbius jokes, and that didn't work. Maybe he thought that was going to sell the movie more. I don't understand. Um, your movie should sell itself, but unfortunately, the movie that you're trying to sell it sucks. So it's lifeless. It's stupid. I mean, there's some cool effects in here and there, but that's about as far as this movie goes. So yeah, this one I do not recommend. Really, really bad. So that's my review for Morbius. So I don't know if you liked it. Just go ahead and comment. Tell me what you think about it. In the comments below. And I'll see you next video. Peace.